Hello, my name is Richard. Today's topic is all people have a right to self-determination. I agree in this topic. There are first, self-determination. People have freedom. Second, self-determined people will work harder. Third,
stand up! Confident! Last?
People will get penis.
Okay, that's your introduction. Now, reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. First,
self-determination. People have freedom.
example. Just do it. No? Second reason?
Second reason.
Conclusion?
Second self-determination people will work harder, and then economy will grow up. Self-determined people will get happiness from making their own nation and sharing its language and culture. In conclusion, all people have a right to self-determination because they have freedom and they will work harder and they will get happiness. Today I'd like to talk about the self-determination. Many people think they want to have self-determination, but there is many disadvantages, and the strong countries will control all over the world. So I disagree with this proposition. There are three reasons why I'm thinking like that. First, the other worlds would make their own countries. They have self-determination. They have right to self-determination, and they will make their self, by their work, and when we make all our countries, the world will be in chaos and it will be very confusing. Second, small countries can success than big countries, and it can be disappear because in their countries it's only by oneself, so there's no people to ask to help. And third, criminal might make their own countries. If they make their countries, they can make the new law like we can kill people in anywhere, and if the law created, the criminals' power grow and grow, and they might be stronger than other big countries like US or China. In conclusion, you think if we have self-determination, you will live better life, but it's opposite. Thank you for listening to me.
In these days, a lot of people have negative opinion about self-determination. But some people think self-determination is good for human. And I think like that too. I have 3 reasons why I think like that. First, we can have our own language. If we have our own language, we can use that language, talk, write, and communicate with others. Second, the people will work hard. But these days, a lot of people don't work hard because they think the country will protect them. But if we self-determine, they have to work for themselves to do what they want to do and survive. To conclude, I think people should determine.
Alright, go on.
Self-determination for our country has been a big issue for the world, because if it exists, it is a problem, and also if it doesn't exist, it is also a problem. However, I think self-determination should not allow for all people. There are 3 reasons why I think like this. Firstly, if self-determination allow for all people, there would be lots of countries which consist one people. Self-determination means a right to determine his or her own government and future. It is equal to free to make own country. Secondly, small countries has less possibility to success in the world. Small countries has less resources and less skills than stronger and smarter countries, and so that they could not succeed in the world, and they will have their economy will be disgraced and they will be destroyed. There is a good example for this. The country named Guam. Guam is a colony of the U.S. and there was a vote for Guam asking, do you like to stay colony of U.S.? And the result was most people said yes, I do. Finally, because of self-determination, criminals might make their own countries. Criminals are people who are illegal. Then people with illegally if they make a country, it will be in chaos and we will be very confused. There's also an example for this. The country named Somalia. In Somalia, there's no cop or soldiers, so in Somalia there's a lot of pirates who store other countries' things. In conclusion, I want to say that if self-determination allows for all people, there will be lots of problems. A lot of countries will be made and criminals might make their own country and small country has less possibility to succeed. I wish you to agree with my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, got it.
Hello, my name is Hannah, and I insist that all people have a right to self-determination. Many people think that only some people can self-determination, but I disagree. I insist that all people have a right to self-determination. First, people have freedom. Second, people will work more harder to be successful. Finally, people are happy to have their own country with their own language and culture. First, people have freedom. We can't decide that some can self-determination and some cannot self-determination because they have their own right and their own freedom. If they want to self-determination, they can self-determination by themselves, and if they don't want to self-determination, they cannot. Puerto Rico is one of the example where it wants to be self-determination from being a colony. But another example of Guam is the place where it doesn't want to be self-determination from being a colony. Like this, they have their own right to decide to be self-determination or not. So I think all people have a right to self-determination. Second, people will work more harder to be successful. No one wants to be failed. All people want to success. This can make all people to work very harder to be successful. If they make their own country and not to be failed and spread out and have a large territory, they will work more harder and try to be socialized with others. This can make the country more better. So I think all people have a right to self-determination. Finally, people are happy to have their own country with their own language and culture. Some people, I'm not sure that all people want to, but some people are happy to have their own language with their country. Some can be very happy to just memorize one culture and one language than memorizing a lot of culture and a lot of languages. It can be more simple to others and child to memorize just one thing. Therefore, I think all people have a right to self-determination. Majority of people think that only some people can self-determination and some cannot. But I disagree with it. I insist that all people have a right to self-determination. First, people have freedom. Second, people will work harder to be successful. Third, people are happy to have their own country. I hope you agree with my opinion, and if you agree with me, you can get more freedom and more nice education, skills, and can be socialized. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Emily Contim. Self-determination is that men are created equal and we have a right to insist our opinion. Self-determination has some advantages, but there are weak points too. I will tell you the reason why I think all people shouldn't have a right to self-determination. First reason is that the problem will happen. Now, the problem is that we will have one country for each person. If we have a right to self-determination, there are no problem to have our own country. People want to have their own thing. But if we have our own country, we have a problem. We have a difficulty to develop our language or culture. Second reason is that small countries are less successful than big countries. For example, Guam was a colony of America, but people who live in Guam can break away from America, but they don't, because without America, Guam is just a small and weak country. So I think all people shouldn't have a right to self-determination. Last reason is that criminals might make their own countries. If criminals make their own country, that country have no rules and laws. So it will be very dangerous and violent. Now criminals are continue to increase, and if criminals have their country, that the whole country will be changed to criminals. I think all people shouldn't have the right to self-determination, because eventually we have one country for each person. Small countries are less successful than big countries, and lastly, criminals might make their own country. Thank you.
Today's proposition is all people have a right to self-determination. The definition of self-determination is all people have their right to